Why are we drawn to the places we're told to avoid? Is it curiosity or something deeper, something darker? Sometimes, the scariest part isn't what's behind the door, but the part of you that wants to open it. That summer, we were all 17, restless, bold, stupid in the way only youth allows. School was done, and my parents took me, along with Ron and Alex, back to our ancestral village. A place draped in heat and silence. Red clay roads, crooked fences, the kind of place where time drips instead of ticks. We stayed in my grandfather's house, a creaky old thing, wide porches, shuttered windows. The air always held the scent of leaves and old dust, as though the house breathed in history and exhaled memory. Days blurred, river swims, card games under the sun, and laughter chased by elders' scoldings. It was slow living, still, too still, except for that house. At the edge of the village, behind a crumbling stone wall, it crouched beneath a canopy of sagging trees. Forgotten, ignored, avoided. No one spoke of it. Not the elders, not the shopkeeper, not even the village drunk who had a story for everything. Ask about it, and their eyes would shift. Their mouths would thin. Children, they'd say, have no business there. Some called it that old place. Most called it nothing at all. But when you're 17, and the silence around something is louder than any warning, it becomes a dare. Ron dared first. Just a look, he said. Just a peek. Alex hesitated, cautious as ever. But when I agreed, so did he. We planned it in whispers, under mosquito nets, as the moon ripened night by night. And when the moon was full, we went. Midnight. The village slept. Dogs didn't bark. Crickets didn't sing. Even the wind forgot to blow. We slipped through the dark, hearts loud in our chests. The path twisted, narrowed. Grass scratched our ankles. The air thickened, as if we were walking into lungs that weren't ours. Then it appeared. 3 stories tall, hollow windows like dead eyes. Roof crumbling, vines snaked across the brick like veins beneath dying skin. The gate hung open, waiting. It made no sound as Ron pushed it, and somehow that silence was worse than a creak. Inside, weeds brushed our knees. The doors yawned. We stepped through. It stank. Damp wood, cold ash, and something metallic. Rust, maybe. Or blood. Moonlight poured through holes in the ceiling. No other light. The deeper we went, the stranger it felt. Hallways stretched too far. Shadows clung too long. Our footsteps didn't echo right. Like something else followed a beat behind. Then we saw it. A glow, faint, flickering, from a room at the end of the corridor. No electricity had run through this house in decades. Yet there it was. We didn't speak. We just moved, like moths to something they shouldn't want. The door was closed. Ron touched it. It gave way. The room was cold. Too cold. Walls blackened by fire. Ceiling scorched. A rope hung from a charred beam. Pale, clean, recent. It swayed gently, and there was no breeze. On the floor, stains, dark and dried. Chains coiled in the corner, rusted but neat. Alex whispered, "Let's go." Then it changed. The warmth thickened, became suffocating. The walls crept inward, and from the far corner, something moved. First, only a shadow, then a figure, not walking, floating. Feet bare, toes bent backwards, arms limp, neck tilted too far, as if his spine had forgotten how to hold him. He stepped into the moonlight, and then we saw it. His neck wasn't tilted, it was broken. A gash ringed his throat like a torn collar. Blood traced lazy lines down his chest. His eyes, if they were eyes, were pale blanks. Watching, knowing. He turned, faced the noose, stepped beneath it, lifted his head. Ron Brook. A sound escaped him, a scream too quiet to be real, and he ran. Alex grabbed my arm. I couldn't move. My feet were stone, my breath stuck. My eyes locked on the thing that smiled beneath the rope. And that smile belonged to death. I don't remember what happened after that. I woke in daylight, on my bed, clothes torn, legs scratched. My mother sat beside me, silent, her eyes swollen, her hands shaking. They'd found us at dawn, inside that house. Unconscious. Gate locked. Doors sealed. Some said the walls were still warm when the villagers broke in. No one wanted to speak of it. Ron never did. He left the village within days. Quiet, distant, gone. Alex began to sleepwalk. I found him once, barefoot by the pond, whispering something in a language I didn't recognize. As for me, I began to hear things. Creaks in the dark. Not wood, not pipes. Rhythmic, measured, like rope under weight. Sometimes I catch a shape, in a mirror, behind a curtain, at the end of a hallway. It vanishes when I look straight on. I don't sleep in the dark anymore. I never walk into an unlit room without looking up first. And in dreams, he returns. The same broken man. Each night, closer than before. I've never gone back to the village. But sometimes, in the stillest part of night, I remember that room. And I wonder, is the noose still swaying? If you ever feel a sway in the dark, gentle, slow, like a rope carrying old weight, don't look up. Just leave, and hope it's not already looking back. Did you experience something similar in your life? Let me know in the comments.